I think I should call this series I Have an Idea, but I Don't Have a Recipe. I start cooking when my husband leaves work, giving myself 30 minutes on the clock. Tonight we're having baked burritos, which is kind of like enchiladas. We're gonna make some homemade enchilada sauce and still try to get this done by the time my husband and daughter walk in the door. Let's see if I can beat the clock. I opened up my enchilada sauce. It's hot enchilada sauce. I have a 2-year-old daughter that will refuse to eat this entire meal if I make that. So I'm gonna make some homemade enchilada sauce. Let me teach you how. This is my mother-in-law's recipe. 3 tablespoons of oil. We're gonna get that heating up. Then I'm gonna add in 3 tablespoons of flour. Can't find any of my tablespoon measures, so this is a half, so it needs 6 of them. 2, 6. Whisk this together and cook it for 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna get the rest of my spices pulled together. I need a tablespoon of chili powder. We're just gonna use what's left. Cumin, where are you, cumin? Need a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, don't judge me. I'm gonna add in my seasonings just to let these bloom for a minute with the oil and flour. Get this all mixed. Her recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I just opened this tomato sauce for my rice. So we're gonna use 4 or so tablespoons of tomato sauce just to get that more concentrated flavor of tomato paste. Let that cook here for a second just to get that canned taste cooked out. It's gonna be really, really thick and kind of a big blob. You really want this to caramelize, so let it cook. Do a bit more sauce in here. I know it's a mess. Now that this is cooked for a little bit, it's nice and caramelized, it's perfect. I'm gonna add in 2 cups of chicken broth. I don't have chicken broth. I'm gonna do 2 cups of water and also add in 2 to 3 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. Add in my water first and get this mixed together. Time for our chicken bouillon. The recipe for this says 1 teaspoon equals 1 8-ounce can, so I'm gonna do like 3-ish teaspoons. I'm not afraid of it. Mix that together. I'm running out of space. I'm just gonna let this sit here and simmer and thicken up until I'm ready to put together my burritos. There you go. It's pretty loose right now. It's gonna thicken up really nicely. Let's give it a taste. It's pretty good. It's really good. Turning my heat off. This is boiling and thickening up so nicely. I already have my meat and beans ready to go. Have some rice. So we're just gonna pull this all together. Let's go make some burritos. After looking at this meal, I decided I want to make this creamier, so I'm gonna take some cream cheese and melt it into this enchilada sauce. Make it more of a creamy burrito. If I had queso, I would use queso. I just don't have queso. Let's take half this block and melt it right in. We're going for the whole block. There we go. This is perfect. Perfectly melted in. If I were making chicken enchiladas, this would be the best sauce. Need to make my assembly line work a little bit better here. First thing in is some meat and beans. It's a little saucy. We're gonna add in a nice scoop of some rice. I'm gonna put cheese on top, so we're gonna save this and not do cheese on the inside. Give your pan a little spray, just to keep everything from sticking. Always a little out of order here. Taco meat is just a mixture of ground beef that I browned up and added a packet of taco seasoning into, and then 1 drained can of pinto beans. You could use refried beans in this if you wanted to. I'm just trying to use up what we have in our pantry. As far as the rice goes, I'm definitely not an expert at it, so I'm not sure that I'm willing to share a recipe. Could totally just serve this with rice on the side. I just had this idea that I wanted it all to be in the same dish tonight. That's why we're going this route. It's gonna work out to 6 perfect burritos. Give these a little bit more breathing room down here so you can get your sauce right in between everything. A layer of sauce, give it a good mix. It's nice and thick. Spread that out evenly. There's enough sauce here for an entire another pan. If you have a large family, you could make this. You would have enough for 2 pounds of meat, would have gotten me 12 burritos. My family just pulled in the driveway. Obviously making my own enchilada sauce did not allow me to beat the clock. These are gonna go into a 420-degree oven for 15 or so minutes. I'll put some shredded cheese on top for the last few minutes, and I'll come back and show you the bite in a little bit. Back in the oven. I gotta go be mom, but this is the finished product. Have a great night.